What if you were raised on a cruise ship? Not for a vacation, not for a few weeks, your entire life. The day you're born, the first thing you hear isn't city traffic. It isn't birds outside your window. It's the distant sound of ocean waves hitting steel. Your home isn't a house. It isn't an apartment. It's a floating city carrying thousands of people across the world. As a baby, you don't think anything is unusual. To you, giant hallways, endless decks, and ocean views from every window are completely normal. While other children learn the streets around their neighborhood, you learn the layout of a cruise ship. You know every elevator, every staircase, every hidden corner, every observation deck. The crew members know your name before you can even talk. Passengers constantly come and go. Some stay for a week, some stay for a month, but you stay forever. At first it sounds amazing, and honestly, it is. Your backyard is the entire ocean. One morning you wake up near tropical islands. A few days later, you're surrounded by giant glaciers. Then you're looking at ancient cities thousands of years old. Most kids spend years saving for their first international trip. You've already visited more countries than most adults before turning 10. Every day feels like an adventure. You watch dolphins race beside the ship. You see whales larger than buildings rise from the water. You eat food from different cultures. You hear dozens of languages every week. Your classroom changes depending on where the ship is sailing. Life feels perfect. But then something strange starts happening. As you get older, you begin noticing something that never bothered you before. Everyone leaves. Every friend you make eventually disappears. You meet a kid at the pool. You spend an entire week together. You laugh. You play games. You promise to stay friends forever. Then the cruise ends, and they're gone. A new group arrives. Then they leave too. Again and again and again. Slowly you realize something. You don't actually live anywhere. The ship is your home, but it never stays in one place. One day you're standing on the deck watching children board a yellow school bus in a small coastal town. You stare at them. For the first time in your life, you wonder what a normal childhood feels like. What would it be like to have the same friends every year, the same bedroom, the same school, the same neighborhood? You don't know, because you've never had any of those things. And that's when the biggest question of your life appears. If you've spent your entire life at sea, do you really belong on the ocean or somewhere on land? For weeks, that question follows you everywhere. You think about it while watching sunsets from the upper deck. You think about it while looking at cities from a distance. You think about it when another friend says goodbye forever. Then one night something happens, a storm. Not the kind of storm tourists talk about later, a real storm. The sky turns black. The ocean becomes unrecognizable. Massive waves slam against the ship. Windows shake. Furniture slides across rooms. Passengers stop smiling. For the first time in your life, the ocean doesn't feel beautiful. It feels terrifying. You stand beside a window watching waves rise higher and higher. Some are taller than buildings. Lightning tears across the sky. Thunder shakes the entire ship. The captain announces emergency procedures. Crew members move quickly through the hallways. Parents try to stay calm, but everyone can feel it. Fear. You suddenly realize something. The ocean that gave you everything could also take everything away. For hours, the ship battles the storm. You can't sleep. You can't think. Every crash of a wave makes your heart jump. Then finally, morning arrives. The storm is gone. The ocean becomes calm again. Sunlight returns. Passengers cheer. People celebrate. But you're different now. Something changed. For the first time, you understand how small you really are and how powerful the world can be. Years pass. You grow older, taller, smarter. The cruise ship still travels the world, but now your thoughts are focused somewhere else. The future. One afternoon, your parents call you into the cabin. Their faces look serious. You immediately know something is wrong. They sit down. Then they tell you news that changes everything. The company is offering your family a chance to settle permanently on land. A real house, a real city, a permanent address. At first, you're speechless. This is the dream you've wondered about for years. But suddenly it doesn't feel simple, because leaving the ship means leaving home. The hallways where you learn to walk, the decks where you watch sunsets, the ocean that has been outside your window every day of your life. You spend weeks thinking about the decision: stay at sea or start